Welcome students to another module from the chapter Chemistry in Everyday Life. In this module, we are going to be learning about chemistry in medicines, and that too, let's see which medicines. First, we're going to learn about some disinfectants, followed by anti-fertility drugs, as well as antacids, and finally, we're going to learn about antihistamines. So children, when I start about disinfectant, have you seen this used at home? Yes, well, disinfectants are applied to non-living objects. Now, when we see this used at home, do we use it on our skin? No, we use it on the floors, right? So, these are used on non-living objects to kill microorganisms. These are commonly used in public health sanitations, then for cleaning floors and also for sterilizing instruments. So next, after disinfectants, we come to the next group of medicines which are called as anti-fertility drugs. Anti-fertility drugs, these are going to be the medicines which will help us control the population, that too by the method of family planning. So these are drugs which are used to control the population. So we see that anti-fertility drugs are made from female hormones. The female hormones which they are made from are estrogen and progesterone. They are made from these hormones, which mean that the drugs are derivatives of estrogen and progesterone. Now, let us see the synthetic estrogen derivative. Of course, it is made from estrogen. Here is the molecular structure of estrogen. Now what we do is, the derivative of estrogen is nothing but, look here, this is called as novastrol, and also it can be known as ethinyl estradiol. Now, after this children, what we see is, after synthetic estrogen, we have synthetic progesterone derivative. For that, we start off with progesterone. This is the molecular structure of progesterone. Now, the derivative of progesterone looks somewhat like this. And this is known as norethindrol. Now, the progesterone and the estrogen derivatives combined and they make an anti-fertility drug. Now children, after anti-fertility drugs, we come to antacids. What exactly is an antacid? Antacid is a base, and what does it do? It neutralizes any excess acid which is secreted in the stomach during the digestion of food. Yes, how is antacid made? They are made from sodium bicarbonate, or they are also metal hydroxides of magnesium and aluminum. Now we need to remember children, antacids just cure the symptoms, but antacids do not cure or do not stop the reason for which the acid is secreted in a excess manner. So we see that antacids control the symptoms and they do not control the cause of the acidity. Now after antacids children, we come to antihistamines. For learning an antihistamine, first we need to know what exactly are the functions of histamine in your body. So, we see that histamine is an organic nitrogen compound. Can you see here? This is the molecular structure of histamine. What exactly does histamine do in your body? Well, histamine helps in local immune responses by dilating blood capillaries. Second, histamine helps in regulating physiological functions in the gut, which means that histamine causes the secretion of HCl in your stomach. And also, histamine does act as a neurotransmitter. Now, when we learn about antihistamines, these are going to help in all of these three. But children, we are going to focus on histamine regulating the physiological function in the gut. So, we see that an antihistamine, what work will it do? It will prevent the interaction between first histamine and receptors in the stomach wall. Do you remember I just told you, histamine does the work of making the stomach release HCl. So an antihistamine will stop the work of histamine. So the stomach wall will secrete less HCl. The first example of antihistamine is Zintac, as you must have heard of, or it is also called as ranitidine. The second example, what it does? The second example is cimetidine. Cimetidine is also known as Tegarnet. Then another example here is Saldane, or Saldane is also known as Terfendine. Then children, let's come to some MCQs. Which of the following is commonly used as a disinfectant? Is it bacriflavin? Is it mercurochrome? Is it tincture of iodine? Or is it phenol? Yes, the answer is phenol. The second MCQ we come to is, the substance used in birth control pills is it tetracycline? Is it sulfadiazine? Is it novestrol? Or is it penicillin? Well children, the answer is novestrol. This marks the end of this module today. Until the next module, thank you and take care.